Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen, drop your daily heart me, say hello in the chat. Alexa, volume down 3. Alexa, volume up 1. Hi V, hi Jersey, hi Sophia, hi Melissa, hi Cass, hi Rachel, hi Melissa, hi Renee, hi Jenna, hi Kelly Kapowski, the one and only. Hello Kylene, hello ladies, hello Renee, I don't know if I said hello. Hi Tina, welcome in everybody. Tap the screen, drop your daily heart me's. If you can, if you can't, that's okay. Say hello, engage. If you can, hit share and repost one time. And yeah, if you're new here, we don't start things immediately. We like to give people time to get in, and I like to, hi Sydney, I like to engage with you guys, and yeah, things are real personable around here. We just like to chat for a second. Hi everyone. Full of memories, they weren't so great. It tastes like you were sweeter. One night, yeah, one more time. Not miss me while I was gone. How are you, Mama Gabby? How's everybody's Friday going? Good? Good. I hope it's going well. Jesus Christ. Erase all. Save. Confirm changes. Others. Review issues. Okay. Video editing in progress. Okay. Mods, remind me whenever I start talking about, good, that's good, Rachel. When I start talking about the actual topic, to turn off the music. I'm having to go back into these lives in YouTube and, go to the spots with the songs and erase the songs because I'm getting copyright strikes and all that. So, yeah, if you'll just remind me, I would greatly appreciate you all. Once we get to 10K likes, we'll start. That's how we do things around here. I do that. 1, it helps to push out the live, but 2, it really gives time for people to get in and say hello. We catch up for a second, and yeah, and because this isn't all about just getting straight to the business. If you haven't already and you kind of want to know where my stance is on the topic, you can go. I just uploaded a video on this account. God, I hate that background song that I chose on there, or sound, yeah. And watch that. It is a little lengthy for my typical videos, but it will kind of give you an idea of where the conversation is about to go. Yes, we talked about this morning. If you missed that live, it is uploaded on my YouTube channel, which is linked in my Linktree. Check that out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to that. And I'm currently in the process of uploading my second live from earlier. Alexa, volume down. Second live from earlier about Fly and him being Marchman acted. Hi Stacy, how are you? And that whole situation, my thoughts on that. It gets a little bit emotional, and yeah, because with everything that I talk about, of course I have to get emotional, because I am a titty baby. But anyway, tap the screen, drop your daily heart me's. I'm I'm screaming, Mrs. Scorpios. He is a really great guy, and he is not bad to look at. You are right. Hey, Miss Scorpios, will you do me a favor? Will you go hit repost and comment on that video for me? It just helps with the algorithm, and since I just uploaded it, it'll help push it out more. I would greatly appreciate ya. Thank you, my love. If everybody would not mind doing that, actually, that would be extremely helpful to getting the video pushed out, so that yeah. Thank you. How's everybody's day going? Good? Good. Is everybody ready for this weather? I heard it's supposed to get bad or something like that, along those lines. Rich and famous. No. Hold on just a second, you guys. No. Hold on just a second, you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to respond to my husband, because he's trying to figure out some stuff. Hi everyone. Sorry, I have a lot going on right this second. I probably should have waited a little bit longer to get on, just so I could get this sorted out with him. Hola, ¿cómo estás? But it's all right. We've got multiple devices for a reason, right? We'll just have to oh wait, we're in the middle of editing. Okay, good. So it shouldn't bien. Yeah, bien. Oh, well, I mean, it's really just a matter of like responses. You know what I mean? Like how quickly somebody responds, how quickly he responds, how quickly I respond, all those things. So, yeah, it's not. There's nothing I need to like get offline and handle or anything like that. It's just. Ooh. Goddamn. Who's this? I swear to God, use me. Breed me. Oh, sorry. Ooh, what is this guy doing? Who's this guy? Who are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh. Sorry. My bad. Yeah. if everybody can just tap the screen. If you haven't already, please drop your daily heart me's. If you're new here, gifting is always appreciated, but it is very optional. I will not treat you any differently if you gift. If you don't gift, I try to get to everybody's comments in the comment section, unless I'm in the middle of I'm like on in the middle of like going, and then I will try to like circle back. If it's important, one of my mods will pin it, but I do try to acknowledge everyone. So yeah, don't think that you have to like be a gifter or something like that for me to like acknowledge you. I try to read every comment and engage with each one. The only thing I ask is that if you can, if you have one coin, if you drop your daily heart me's, that's the biggest thing that I ask. And then just engage with the live, hit share, hit repost once every hour or so, if you're still here that long, and engage in the comment section. Those things are extremely helpful when pushing live streams out and getting them on the For You page. And because of the topic of the conversation, I think this one is important. Just on a quick happy not have you just put eyes. What? Hello, is it Tarina? I don't know if I said that right. Just on a quick happy note, have you just put eyes on 2K? I don't know that I understand what that means. Oh Lord. What does this one want?
You're not gonna believe what I'm about to tell you.
I mean, it must be good since it couldn't wait.
I think Jeffree saw your video because he blocked me.
Why would he block you?
He blocked me. I'm blocked. I just went to go look and I'm blocked.
But what would that have to do with my video?
I think he saw it. I commented on your video. He has no other reason to block me.
Noticed.
Are you blocked? Because I'm definitely blocked.
He's live.
Yeah, I know, and I'm blocked.
Eye patches. Yes, the bathrobe is available.
I was just in his live the other night
No,
when he was talking about Perez.
I'm not blocked. I mean, I've been blocked before on other accounts.
That's so crazy. I was like, what the heck? Like, why can't I find him? Because it showed me he was live.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's seen it, though. I just uploaded that, and he's been on live.
I'm just saying, I think that's pretty weird.
But he does, I know when I made the video that's pinned on my page about 2K, the way he was talking about 2K, or 2K, I guess, or whatever, he didn't like that one. Yeah, he really didn't like that one. But I don't really care about Jeffree Star, so.
I just thought it was funny.
That is funny. But I'm not blocked, so I can't imagine that's...
Well, I was just looking at his page like last night or something, so little me.
You're famous, girl. I don't know what you mean.
Oh my God, I just had to tell you, I thought it was so funny. But okay, love you.
Letting me know. Love you, bye. She's so funny. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Lizzie. Miss Scorpio's your block too? I said it right. Okay, good. Hi, Colbish. Hello, Granny Vicky. Thank you, Kylene. I appreciate it. Mama Gabby, I'm not sure I still understand what you... People do love blocking Katie, which I think is so funny. Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I personally don't follow him, so it wouldn't matter to me, and I don't... Thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. Like I said, it wouldn't matter to me.
Started a cult.
Oh yeah, I need to block or remove. Let me block this person. I think it's them. Message. I think it's... I don't know if it's them or not. I'll have to go circle back to that when I have free time. That's good that you removed that. If everybody can hit share and repost one time. I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already. If you have, then thank you. And just keep tapping the screen. We will start here shortly. If you haven't already and you're able to, you have 1 coin, please drop your daily heart Neese. Like I said earlier, and I do mean this, I know a lot of people say this on live stream, gifting is always optional. It is appreciated, but it is optional. You do not have to gift to be here. The one thing I ask you to do is just drop your daily heart Neese if you can. My goal for 2026, one of many goals, is to finally get to 2,000 heart Neese, which I probably would have already done if I would stop losing my accounts, but I don't know how to keep my mouth shut. So here we are. How cute 2K is before we go. Oh, got it. Okay. Yes, you do. I'm screaming, Faith. I think I have blocked you before. Nay, thank you for reposting. I can't tell if I have to pee before we start. I'm screaming. I can't tell if I have to. My medicine sometimes makes me feel like I have to. No, I don't have a UTI. The medication I take makes me pee a lot, and I drink a lot of water. This is my like 4th one of the, no, maybe 5th. 4th or 5th one of these today. So I don't know how much that is. I don't know what that means. Hey Siri, how many cups is 40 ounces? So I've had about 20 to 25 cups of water today. I don't know if that's good or bad. I just keep filling it up every time it empties out. That's all I know. And so I do pee a lot, but I think I might have to pee real quick before we start. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Oh wow, was it good? It was a good pee. I don't know what a good pee or a bad pee means, but it was that. Okay. Why does this say ineligible? Am I gonna have to fix every single one of these? Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Alexa, pause. Okay, so are we doing like an edit on this, or like erase, or like confirm? Well, okay, sure. So we'll just mute it, I guess, right now. Is it under? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I have a YouTube bit. My live from earlier, I'm realizing that I have too much music playing, and it's giving me copyright strikes. Okay. Let's start. Let me just set a little precedent before I come back on screen of how this works. We're going to be respectful of one another in the chat. If you have a differing opinion, that's totally fine. However, the way that you're going to voice said opinion is not going to be through aggression or through hate or through bullying. You're going to voice that opinion. I am going to respond. I do not need a bunch of people in the chat attacking someone. That is what's not going to happen. My mods are very, very quick, and sometimes most of the time, they don't even listen to me and they will block you if they even think that what you're saying is something that does not align with what we do here. That being said, I am open to hearing other people's opinions as long as that opinion comes with fact and logic and not just feeling. Of course, it's going to have feeling behind it because that's how humans operate. So I fully expect there to be an emotion behind it, but you're also going to need to come with fact and logic. You're not just going to be able to say whatever it is that you want to say. This is not a democracy here. This is a dictatorship. I'm just kidding. But I run my room a very specific way. That being said, let's get started. Hi, everyone. My name is Shelby. I am on what video? Okay. And I got a strike? You're joking me. Ridiculous. That is so crazy. I'm sorry. Hold on. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. Whatever. It is what it is. Hi, Pookie. Hi, Morgan. How are you? I'm gonna take my night medicine because it makes me feel I need to get my login information over to Gretchen. Okay, let's get started. So I'm sure many people have seen the clips of the live where it was James, Bubba, or Jame. I apologize to the nut community and to Jame himself for getting that wrong so many times. You're going to have to bear with me. But anyway, Barbs and Jeffree, where Jame spent a good portion of his live streaming and his day pouring a lot of care, love, detail into creating these clay head figures. Wait, their name on TikTok says James, does it not? It does. He changed it. He just hasn't taken... Faith, we let people exist how they exist, okay? Don't be that girl. It's not a good look for you. I'm just messing with you. Faith, stop. Not just a question. I'm crying. I forgot what I was going to say. Way to go, Faith. Way to ruin that. You know, Faith, take a time out. Take a breather. Collect yourself. No, I need to collect myself. My mind is in a couple different places. Hopefully my medicine kicks in soon. I'm just kidding, Faith. I'm screaming, not I'll be back. Hi, Ruthless. He spent a lot of time, effort, and energy, thank you, in what he was doing. Yeah, you know, James is a funny one. You know, he'd just be doing stuff. And that's one of the reasons that I am even speaking out about the situation, is because I think that, one, I think it is ironic that Jeffree Star, of all people, is pointing the finger at anyone, calling them a racist. I think that it is disgusting to be doing that towards to James specifically. Thank you, Granny Vicky. Not only do I think it's a stretch, I think that it doesn't even exist if you truly watch it from start to finish. I think that it is a really nasty, vile thing to do to probably, in my eyes anyway, the hardest working person on this app in terms of community building, in terms of content or live streaming, in terms of pouring into his community, other people's communities, and other creators. And like I said in my video that I posted earlier, I think that when you are someone who is built the way that Jeffree Star is built, and you have that much hatred and anger inside of you, experiencing somebody like James can be a very uncomfortable and overwhelming feeling, because someone like Jeffree, who seeks out to hurt people on a regular basis, isn't used to a very genuine just love from somebody. And that is quite literally what James is. And I think it is disgusting that, given the state of this world and this country, more specifically, well, I'm going to get to that in a second, Alyssa, because actually, if you go and watch my video, their reaction was nothing of the sort. There were moments where, if you're watching it in replay, you're like, oh, they're a little confused. But I think that's often the feeling people, just who don't understand James, are like, there's like a confusion there, because he is very kind of out there and quirky and just like free spirited. But to insinuate that what he did by any stretch of the imagination was rooted in racism is fucking foul. They're not offended, Rebecca. They're in no way, shape, or form offended. They're butthurt because they lost a series, and like they always do, they had to find something to complain about. They weren't offended in the moment. They thought it was funny. I showed the clips of that. I have many more clips. They thought the entire thing was great. It only became a problem for them when things didn't go their way. And that is what Jeffree has taught Barbs to do. And that is why Barbs reacts the way that Barbs reacts on this platform. Every time she doesn't win, she screams at the chat. She screams about whoever she's battling. Something wasn't fair. Something was this. Something was that. It is constant with that group. They are the most vile of vile to me. To try and take someone who spreads nothing, I think this is why I'm so bothered. I don't know James. I've never met the guy. I hope to one day. He is a creator or a live streamer that I look up to with the utmost respect. I think he is phenomenal at what he has done. The growth from where he started to now is insane. Me and one of my James Neese, but he's like the James that has the peanut in his name. The nuts are what they are. They're nutty. I think he's on live right now, probably. He's always on live, which is kind of my point. But anyway, sorry, that wasn't directed at you. That was just like in general, like he is constantly pouring into this platform and into his people and into other people. But anyway, my point is that he doesn't ever, when do you ever hear of James doing anything with ill intentions, with hatred, with I'm doing fabulous, Dell. How are you? With malice. That is just not who he is. You could ask 1,000 different people and they would tell you the exact same thing. You don't ever see that from anyone. I am not saying you have to like him. I am not saying you have to like his content. I'm not saying you have to find him funny. I'm not saying you have to find him talented. I'm not saying any of those things. But the last thing, Jeffree, that we're going to do is sit here while you sit on a throne of racism and point the finger at James Neese. Of all people, you could have gone after any creator on this app, and you chose him. And I know this is a repeat of this morning's live where I was talking about this, but I can't say it enough. How dare you? Shame on y'all. Literally shame on the both of you. It is so disgusting. And James's reaction is exactly who James is. What did he do? He took it on the chin. He told his community, I don't want y'all going and fighting with people. I don't want y'all going and standing up for me. It is what it is. He stood in who he is and said, I'm not apologizing because I did not do what they're saying that I did, but I don't want this to become a battle. He has every right to, though. That's what's blowing my mind, is that if anybody in this situation has the right to speak out, it would be him. And I'm just so like, I'm tired of watching Jeffree Star and his fucking minions go around and try to tear people apart. Jeffree, you are the most racist out of any of the creators. You have been since you started on social media. So to sit there and try to deflect and it just is so wild to me. I mean, you have built a platform on this, and if you go and watch my video or if you see the clip of it, Jeffree explains exactly why he's upset. He's not upset because he thinks what James did is wrong, what he thinks James did is racist. He's not upset because of any of that. Jeffree's upset because he feels like James should get the same reaction that he got a week ago when he made the nasty fucking comments about detention centers and ICE. That's why Jeffree's mad. Jeffree is mad because he thinks that he should be able to say and do whatever the fuck, thank you for your heart means, you guys, say and do whatever the fuck he wants to on this app, and wants to tear everybody else down who is trying their hardest. James Neese is the hardest working person on this platform. It is absolutely diabolical that you and fucking Barbs sit there talking about TikTok should take his whole platform away. Have you heard the things that y'all have said? The way that y'all treat people? Is this a fucking joke? Take their platforms? Take his platform away? For what? For spending an entire day, basically 7 fucking hours doing something out of love, out of care, out of respect, to draw attention to a series, to commemorate, to what? I mean, what was he doing that was so wrong? And if you're gonna sit here and try to scream racism, at least know what the fuck you're talking about, because y'all are over there talking about that was blackface. That was blackface. Read a fucking book, morons. Not a single piece of that would even be considered blackface. It just goes to show that y'all don't even know what y'all are talking about. You're complaining for the sake of complaining. Thank you for the heart, me and the rose, Amy. You are complaining for the sake of complaining. It takes away from actual racism. It takes away from people who are actually being racist. And Jeffree, you think that by pointing the finger at him, it's going to take away from the hatred that you spew on this app towards minorities every single day. You're a piece of fucking work. Absolutely, Kathleen. Barbs wasn't mad that it was too dark. Barbs wasn't mad until Jeffree made it a thing. Nobody was mad. Sure, they made little comments about the skin tone. It's a fucking clay fucking head. It's not real. He did his best. He spent 7 hours doing his best, tried to lighten the color over and over again. But again, go watch my video. Their initial reaction when those two heads went on the screen, they thought it was hilarious. They actually couldn't contain themselves to even stay in their seats. It was so funny to them. And then the second they lost that series, it was, oh my God. Oh my God. They couldn't believe. How dare he? How dare he have the nerve, the gall, the gumption? As Jeffree kept repeating when him and Barbs went live. I think it was either this morning or last night. This straight white man. Jeffree. Okay, Janelle, I'll do that. I don't have anything from you on this account, Janelle. You might have me on. You might have messaged a different account. Yeah, Lola. Listen, I tell you what, it had nothing to do with the color. My issue is severalfold. My main issue is that Jeffree, of all people, you have some goddamn fucking nerve calling anyone racist. Specifically James Neese, but anyone. You, of all people, have no right to point the finger at anybody. You are as racist as they come. And not only racist, you sit proudly in that. You voted for a man who openly is racist towards every minority group. And you stand on that, right, Jeffree? You're happy about who you voted for. So why are you so offended by the shade of a clay figurine? Because a week ago, you weren't offended when you made a joke. Remember, that's what you refer to these as. When Jeffree does it, it's a joke. I sit up here and make jokes all night, and you guys, call me a racist and tell me to unalive myself. Nobody's telling you that. First of all, you're a liar. I don't know, Janelle. What is it? Oh wait. Now to let you send it. Go ahead. I just had to accept your message. Hi, Christian. Fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Second of all, to go after someone who has single-handedly built probably the best community on TikTok. They love him. They support him because he gives back just as much as they put in. Shame on you for trying to take a safe space and a safe person and tear them down and destroy them and paint them out to be something that they absolutely, unequivocally are not. You should be ashamed of yourself. You shouldn't pick anyone, but the fact that you picked James Neese is diabolical. It quite literally, and people can be like, this is really dramatic. This is a really dramatic take. You're damn fucking right it is. It was really dramatic to call him a fucking racist and then host live stream after live stream yesterday and today, continuing to call him a racist, wondering why it's not on the fucking news. Oh, fuck off. On the news? You want to know why it's not on the news, Jeffree? Because what's on the news is those detention centers that you made jokes about, is those brown and black people that you make jokes about, is people being unalived because they don't look like they belong in this country. That's why. That's what's on the news, Jeffree, not James Neese spending 7 hours doing something that he thought would make you guys happy, would bring joy into your life, would make you laugh. You had 7 hours and you knew about it Don't try to play stupid. Y'all knew about it. You had 7 hours to say something to him. Acting all fucking surprised when he put it on the screen. Oh, eat my ass. You're a joke. Y'all waited for him to show that. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Janelle. Sorry. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is, Jeffree. Because it really stems from you. Let me just be clear. Barbs would have never said any of that had you not been chirping in her ear the way that you do. Because you need talking heads. You need people that you make sure everybody knows are underneath you. Because you're Jeffree Star, and we should fear you. What it is, Jeffree, is that you have hatred in your heart. You have racism in your heart. You have bigotry in your heart. And you're mad that James has been able to build what James has built. You're mad that at any given moment, I can click on James's live and there's 1.5, 2,000 people all fucking day that he can hold an audience. You want to know why? Because he's not a piece of shit. Because he engages with his chat. Because he's kind and good to people. Because he gives back. Because it's not all about fucking money. He doesn't do it just for the money. He's not you. And that is why you hate him so much. You hate him because he is everything that you wish. Actually, you don't wish you could be him. You wish you had the success that James has on this app. You may make your fucking coins. You may sell your stupid fucking makeup. But like I've said in videos before about you, at the end of the day, when it's just you sitting all alone in that big old house on that big old farm with your stupid fucking yaks, you have nothing and no one because you are an angry, mean fucking person. You took the one person on this app who gives people something to look forward to. I'm not even a big viewer in James's lives. I go to his lives. A lot of times, like I said earlier, I watch from the outside. I've been following him for about 10, 11 months, but I've really started paying attention to him over the last 3, 4, 5 months. He gives people, oh my God, I'm so angry about this. I am so angry about this, and you should be too. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, and you're like, these are just influencers, these are just creators, these are just live streamers. No, it is so much bigger than that. In a world that is filled with fucking racism, to target somebody who is the exact opposite of that for your own fucking gain, for your own pleasure. You fucking piece of shit, Jeffree. That's what you are. You're a piece of shit. And James is a lot better than I am. He is a lot better of a person than I am, because I assure you, I would not have extended you the same kindness and grace. What's so sad, what is so sad and crazy is that in that moment, James could have cared less. James could have cared less about winning a fucking series or a battle. He would much rather you succeed than him. He spends just as much time succeeding as he does rooting for people to succeed on this app. Big creator, small creator, friend, foe, stranger, it doesn't matter. Y'all should be so ashamed of yourselves, man. And anybody sitting over there fucking bandwagon fucking ass lickers over in Jeffree's chat. Oh, you're so right, Jeffree. You're so right. No, you're not. You're the racist and you're the piece of shit, Jeffree. Thank you, Chiquita. Shame on y'all, man. Shame on y'all for taking something lighthearted and good. Man, What a wild thing that we're even having to talk about this, because you literally are so fucking fucked up. The people that y'all are so fucked up that y'all couldn't even like let James have this thing that he thought y'all were gonna actually love. Hi, Savannah. He thought y'all were gonna love. He spent all fucking day. What are y'all talking about? You think he spent 7 hours in a live stream making this to be racist and hateful? You thought Barbs literally had the fucking nerve to say he did it in hopes of getting, he didn't get the negative reaction he wanted out of me. You think that's why James did that? When does James do anything to get a negative reaction from anyone? You think you're that fucking, y'all think y'all are so fucking important. What a joke. Y'all should be ashamed. You and Jeffree should be ashamed. Jeffree, you should be ashamed for using your token black friend, because let's be clear. That is all she is to you. She is a talking point to you. She is a way out of situations. She is a way so that you can, at the end of the day, say, but look, I've got a black friend. It doesn't matter how many times I say the N-word. It doesn't matter that I vote against legislation that targets black and brown people in this country. It doesn't matter that I support ICE ripping families apart and make jokes about deportation centers. None of that matters. Look at that guy. Look what he did. He made a clay doll. And the skin tone was a little too dark. Because it's fucking clay, you moron. What an idiot. If anything, TikTok should take your account. The way that you have bullied people, the way that you have gone after people, the way that you have targeted people, the way that you're targeting somebody like James. Be so fucking for real, man. I'm so sick of that shit. And anybody who has followed me for any period of time knows how I feel about racism. I am the first person to speak out against racism. I think racism is the most disgusting thing a racist is the most vile thing a human can be, other than somebody who physically and SAs women and children. If you physically harm a woman or child, that is right there with racism for me. So it's not about whether or not I think there's a hell of a lot of racism in this world and on this platform. And Jeffree Star, I think you are at the top of a lot of it. It is very clear by the people that you surround yourself with. It is very clear with the way you speak about minorities. It is very clear with the way you treat minorities. And it is very clear with what you're doing in this situation by using something, not to mention, I was mad about it for hours. Shut the fuck up. No, you weren't. Mad about it for hours. Were you mad about it for hours when you used to run down the street screaming the N-word with a hard ER on the end? Were you mad about it for hours when you said that trans people don't exist? Were you mad about it for hours a week ago when you made the comment, the joke, as you like to call them? That's what I find funny about Jeffree Star. Every time he says or does something, it was a joke, guys. God, nail me to the cross. No, get down off your cross. You fucking scum. What a joke. The joke that you are. It is so sad how nasty this live streaming world has gotten. It is so disgusting to me how gross it's all become, and how competitive, and how quick people are to make up stuff and try to tear each other down simply for the sake of out of jealousy, out of hatred, out of bigotry, whatever it may be. It is so wild. that they took something so innocent and I mean, Jeffree Star thinks it should be on the news. Eat my fucking ass on the news. You fucking idiot. Families are being torn apart. Kids are being picked up off the street by an organization that you wholeheartedly support. And you're mad about what James did? Yeah, Jamie, I used to have a drama channel back in the day. Think like a mixture of like Rich Lux, Dustin Daly, Peter Mon. We were all in the same group. I actually, I'm sure I'll get shit for this. I'm actually friends with Rich Lux in real life. Although I think what he does to Michaela, and he knows this, I have, Peter and I actually used to be good friends. What he's done with Michaela is disgusting. I think what Jeffree's done with Michaela is disgusting. I think that this is just another example of how Jeffree Star finds somebody to target and he goes after them full force and he tries to get his stupid fucking minions to back him. And they do it because Jeffree controls each and every one of them. This is what Jeffree has done for years. It's a power play on his end, and he's disgusting. But when I made a joke about ice last week, what was the joke? I must have missed the fucking punchline. They hit my city, Pomona, all the time. It's terrible to witness. Wait, what is? Oh, yeah. It's crazy. This is crazy. Nonsense. What he did was blackface. Read a fucking book. Educate yourself. Blackface. First of all, even if let's just say, let's speak in hypotheticals, which I hate doing, because we can hypothetically drum up anything. But let's just say, very much. But then again, Nosy, and you'll understand what I mean by this. Look who she has surrounded herself with. It is easy to start hating yourself when the people around you hate you themselves. The ones that you call friends hate you for who you are. They hate the color of your skin. They hate that you're a woman. They hate that you're successful. It should speak volumes considering who her twin is. What did she want? Did she want him to give her white skin? Am I missing something? By all means. What about Saucy Santana and Jeff? Ooh, what about it? Did something happen that I don't know about? You can if you direct me, are they though besties? Well, I think we're about to see how things fall. This will speak volumes on whether or not, which I think that, well, I mean, according to Saucy, him and James are besties, right? Bestie Westie, they have their whole, I don't know, but I think this will speak volumes on where Saucy stands and how she, I think that Saucy's going to do the right thing. Absolutely, Granny Vicky. If they would all stop gifting each other, none of them would be friends. If Jeffree wasn't doing what he was doing for Barbs, she wouldn't be listening to him. If Barbs wasn't doing what she does for Jeffree and that whole group, it's a whole group of them. If you pay attention at Reset every Sunday night, go to their live. They sit in boxes and they all fill up each other's gift galleries. Like what? Are y'all good? Can everybody tap the screen? Ooh. Sorry, I was just looking at numbers really quick. Oh, I didn't mean to pin that. I did not mean to pin that. How do I unpin that? How do I unpin? I was trying to change that. I'm so sorry. Don't do that. Not me saying don't do that. Like, that's just like a gift that I get. Sorry, I was just trying to change it to something smaller. Man, I wish there was like a peanut or something in support of James Neese. Oh, y'all are going to get tired of me. Tired of me when it comes to this, because I think that this is disgusting. Hold on. Update. How's that work out for you? Maybe some bubble gums? Yeah, I don't know, Nosy. You don't think Saucy will say a word? Maybe you're right. And the way he used Eugene to get views on TikTok was disgusting. That poor girl. Eugene Acuni? Yeah. Is a great example of having money and success and never being satisfied. You want to know why? Because that's not what Jeffree is chasing. Jeffree's not chasing the money. See, Jeffree, absolutely, Nosy. Jeffree is chasing something that I actually think very few people who have reached his level of success in life, I think he is chasing what James Neese has. Jeffree is chasing popularity. He is chasing likability. He is chasing happiness. He is chasing love. He is chasing acceptance. And no matter how hard Jeffree tries, no matter how many makeup palettes Jeffree puts out, no matter how much people love his reviews, no matter, Nosy, no matter what, sorry, this is more important than what I was saying. I have my faults, most definitely, but at the end of the day, I always try my hardest to have these conversations, because I think that these conversations are the most important conversations that we should be having, because I think everything bad in this world is rooted in racism. And so if I have to pause from doing, making money on here, or if I have to pause from creating content, or if I have to take a break from whatever it is, let's take the breaks. Let's take all the breaks if we have to. I would much rather spend my days and spend my live streams talking about fucking this than anything else. So, like I said, you've always been very, very supportive of me, and that, regardless of if people understand our friendship or our relationship at all, I've always been extremely grateful for, because you clock me when I need to be clocked. You let me know, hey, this wasn't right. This was not, you shouldn't have said this. You shouldn't have done this. This isn't okay. This is why it wasn't okay. Do better. And for that, will always be grateful. No matter if we talk every day or if we don't talk for months. I love seeing you in other communities randomly, especially in that Amoy shit. But anyway, I love you dearly, Nosy, and I will always try to have these conversations, because I think that these conversations are the most important. I think that racism runs rampant on this app, but I think that pointing the finger at James fucking Neese is the most insane thing that somebody could have done. It is vile. It is so gross. Jeffree Star, you're disgusting. And you know what? Shame on any of those creators who don't speak up about this and say, this is not okay. What are y'all afraid of? Jeffree Star? Who the fuck is Jeffree Star? He's a nobody. How fucking embarrassing. If that's who you choose to back in this world, and that's who you choose to stand up for, then by all means, go over there and waste your money and give the millionaire more millions. He doesn't appreciate a damn thing anybody does for him. He's known on social media, from what I heard. Don't watch him. Who is? How could we? He reminds us on a regular basis, Dave. Dave's not here, man. How could we forget? He was just racist a week ago. And people can say, oh, he's not racist, or what he said. Well, yeah, he's known on social media. Were you just letting me know that? I know who Jeffree Star is. That wasn't like, I wasn't being like facetious. I was saying, like, why are people afraid to go up against him? Why are people afraid to speak out? Sorry, I'm hitting my vape. That's why the camera's turned around. Everybody tap the screen. We're almost at 30,000 likes. Thank you guys so much for being here. And thank you for engaging. And thank you guys for the conversation. Thank you for, that's engagement. Commenting. Read my last comment. That's why. Oh, I don't think it came through. Oh, wait. What? The one that said, the last comment I see is, you're one of the very few creators I've seen have them. Well, Rebecca, let me give you a rundown. Jeffree Star has been on social media since the MySpace days. And even then, he was roaming the streets of Los Angeles, screaming the N-word with a hard ER at people as an insult and a way to tear people down. Because that's who Jeffree is. So the same person that fixed his fucking botched ass mouth to call James Neese a racist is the one who uses words like that, who stands on stuff like that, who has claimed to apologize, yet where is the apology? I must have missed it. Me too. R.I.P. MySpace. I miss it. I must have missed it. Yeah, I think it's getting filtered, Nosy. I must have, because I don't recall a true, genuine apology for any of the stuff that he has said and done. Mind you, this is the same person who plays dress up as a woman, yet thinks that trans people don't exist. Thank you, Midwest Mama. Wore Nazi memorabilia. He's vile. And this is just him deflecting and projecting. Are too worried about being people pleasers. For what? Let me tell y'all something. There is not enough money. I have been on this live stream for an hour and 5 minutes. Guess how much money I've made? 22 cents. And guess what I'm going to tell my moderators when I get off of here? Yeah, I complain sometimes like, damn, I wish I made more money, because this is what I do for a living. I am a content creator and I live stream. I have lost 4 accounts since last February. 4. I have lost hundreds of thousands of followers. I have lost millions of views. My content is constantly being reported. But there is not a dollar amount in this world that somebody could pay me to keep my mouth shut about this. That wasn't for you to gift me, Ash. That was just me saying there's far more important things in life. Thank you for the hand hearts. Than money. And speaking out against racist, transphobic, vile people like Jeffree Star is up there for me. Because I love this platform, and I love having a platform that I get to reach thousands of people a day. That the things that I say matter to people. I love having that platform, but I do not take that platform lightly. I do not take the fact that people come to my page and listen to what I say, and they share my videos and comment on my videos and enjoy my content. I don't take that lightly. So yeah, I might make a little joke about the fucking Oompa Loompa fucking bad built, big body, wide backed fucking Ashley Trevino. And I might make jokes about Brie Olsen. And I might make little jabs here and there about Santos and his oddly large fake teeth. Yeah, I slept. I slept all night. I got off live last night around like 11:30, 12 and slept all night. Woke up this morning, started my live about 10-ish a.m. Took a little break, and then just got back on. But thank you. Are you a sleep specialist of some sort? Because I could use help in the sleep department. But I had a great night's rest, actually. I actually woke up before my alarm went off this morning. I was really proud of myself. 6 minutes before my alarm went off, but I think I had my alarm set for 7, and I woke up at like 6:54. Part of that is probably because Josh woke up to go to work. And when he does, he's not loud, but, you know, the moving around. Anyway, sorry. That was, my mind is my medication is kicking in right now. And so it's trying to focus, but it's still in the different places. The point is that there's no dollar amount in this world. Thank you for the hand heart. I forgot who sent that. KLP. Thank you. There's no dollar amount that I can't be bought off. Like I said earlier, Jeffree could send me $10,000 right now. I'd give it to charity and laugh in his face. What a joke you are that you thought you could buy me. And here's the crazy part. Unlike these other big live pros and these big streamers who are making money hand over foot every time they go live, I need the money. So it would be great if he sent me $10,000. You asleep. Anessa, we're not going to talk about that. You want to know what happened? I was literally sitting here talking to the chat, and I was like, I think I want a snack. I got up from my computer, or my desk. I went and heated up a snack. And when I came back in my room, I said, fuck the live. I didn't even remember the live. I just went, laid down, because I had my other phone, started watching videos, nibbled on my snack for a second, and got woken up by my husband at like, I don't know, 6:37 in the morning. And if you heard it, me and him are screaming at it. Well, I'm screaming at him because I'm so annoyed that he's waking me up, telling me that I'm still on live stream. Mind you, my moderators are trying to get a hold of me. They're calling me. They're texting me. I had been asleep on live for 3.5 hours. Across the room in my bed, didn't even know that the live stream was still going. And then proceeded to argue with my husband to tell him that I wasn't live. Why are you bothering me with this? It was a shit show. Stupid. So stupid, man. Oh man, how funny. And one of my moderators, Gretchen, clipped it and made a whole little video. Actually, let me pull it up because it's funny. Sorry, I know I'm side questing right now, but I feel like my point has gotten through. Hey Masley, thank you for your heart meet. I did want to just say something to you quickly, and it's not an attack. I love you dearly. You've always been very supportive. Of course, people were sending me screenshots. I actually didn't have the information to send Angie. And had I had that information, I would have sent it to her, I assure you. I just want to make that clear about the red pill stuff. And when I did, Angie and I had a full conversation about it over an hour, and everything got put out on the table, and she was made aware of everything that I was made aware of. One of the reasons I wasn't bothering her with it personally, like on a personal level, was because of what she's going through on a personal level. And I don't know what she has shared in her chat, so I'm not going to say, but I just wanted you to know that because I saw your comment because it got screenshotted and sent to me. Not just yours, many others, but I just wanted you to know that from me personally. And again, that's not me. It's not me against you or anything. I'm not mad about it. You didn't say it in a disrespectful way. Okay, good. I just wanted to be clear. That had I had the information, the first people I would have gone to are my other creator friends, because I wouldn't want them to get caught up in something or with someone who I think is a racist, or I know is a racist. I like yours, and I love the way you jump around. Girl, Jamie, and I'm on one right now. I gotta pee. Hi, Madison Bunny. I don't know if you're still here, but I saw you come in. You know what I think really, when Shelby said, I always judge a Trump supporter wholeheartedly. If that rubs you the wrong way, well, get rubbed. I don't know what to tell you. If you support Donald Trump, get the fuck out of my live. You're not welcome here. This is not a safe space for you. I do talk politics. I make my stance on things very known. You will never have to wonder how I feel about an issue, where I stand on an issue. I am a gay man who married a half Mexican, half Panamanian, first generation man. I have struggled with addiction for almost 14 years. I wholeheartedly believe in a woman's right to choose. I wholeheartedly stand on equal rights for every person. I think the attack against Black and brown people in this country is one that is gone on far too long and should have never happened to begin with. And I think what is happening now is one of the most disgusting, vile things since the slaughter of indigenous people. Since we drug Black people on boats in chains over to this country, forced them to build it, and then told them they weren't good enough to inherit it. So if you were confused on where I stand, fuck Donald Trump and everything Trump stands for. And if that doesn't sit right with you, well, find somewhere else to sit. This is my platform, not yours. I need to hit my vape. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I gotta stop I keep doing that, and I don't know why. I've never apologized for anything. I don't apologize for shit like that. I'm not sorry. I just get caught up in the moment for a second, and I just want to make it clear, because some people seem to be confused last week whenever I said what I said about ICE. I don't know where the confusion came from. Like I said, I am a 35-year-old homosexual who married a half Mexican, half Panamanian, first generation American man. And I would put my life on the line for any minority group, whether it be racial, whether it be sexual orientation, whether it be no matter what. So let's just get that out of the way. Thank you, Linz, for the galaxy. I appreciate you, my love. I really do. If you haven't already, guys, if you've got one coin, please drop your daily heart me. That is the only gift that I ask of you. Everything else is very much appreciated, but not required to be in my chat. You do not have to drop gifts here. This is how I pay my bills, but hey, where there's a will, there's a way. If I have to go back to selling my whole, I will. Yes, I used to sell my whole. We'll talk about it later. Also, if you're new here, I overshare. So I apologize ahead of time for that. I will apologize for that because sometimes I overshare quite a bit. I'm screaming nosy. I used to do it for my addiction, you guys. Okay? Don't judge. And I found a guy who paid a lot of money to do things. A lot. Thank you, June. June's happy sense. What kind of sense? Is there anybody, really quick, let's do a sidebar. Is there anybody in here who is a content creator, a streamer, has aspirations of being a content creator or a streamer, who has a small business, anything of the sort? Or maybe has a friend or a family member that is of that description. Like I said, I don't take my role on the internet lightly. And I know to some people, especially if you're new, you're probably looking at this and you're like, calm down. The reason what's the question marks? Not fuck you and your yaks. I'm screaming. Hold on. Can I get an edited version where the fuck part is somehow obscured so that I can use it as a green screen? The reason I'm asking is because I was going to tell you to promote yourself in the chat really quickly. I don't open that up often because it derails from the live. But I do want to start doing that more often, because I think that that's also missing on this app, is a lack of, and I think that is something. Let me tell you why I'm so passionate about this situation. It's multi reason, but specifically about James. I have been watching him consistently for the last 3, 4, 5 months, probably closer to 4, 3 or 4, consistently, and I'm talking on a daily, regular basis. I think what he is doing on this app has the potential to change the trajectory of it. I think he is opening up a space. Absolutely, Mama Lex. You and I go way back. I would do anything for you. I think he is opening up a space where he uplifts and supports large and small creators of all kinds. He gives people an opportunity. He's kind. He's generous to people. And that is something that I need to learn to be more in life. I struggle with that sometimes, because the nature of social media and the nature of being a content creator or a streamer is a very selfish one, right? Because it is about us, right? We're doing what we, okay, nice. Well, if you're in the market for Scentsy scents, check out June's Happy Scents. Thank you for being here, June. He is beautiful inside and out. God, he is a beautiful man. And I don't even like white men like that, but he is beautiful. But I think for me, in large part, it is his personality. It is the way he carries himself. It is the way he interacts with his chat. It is the way he has built community. He is for me, probably the person I look up to most as far as a content creator or live streamer. I think he's for me, I think he could do some other things, sure, but that's just me personally. I think for what he's all about, and his jawline, yes. Oh, thank you for the meerkat. He is to the fullest extent what a live streamer should be all about. Happy Friday, Christina. I hope you're having a good day at school, teaching the future of this great world and nation. Oh, thank you. Yes. Can you text that to me, Katie? So I can do it on my phone real quick. And I strive to be more like him. So people can think that I'm sucking ass, that I'm glazing, that I'm whatever terms I've heard people use or say towards it. He is a lightness in such a dark world, and not just a dark world, in a dark space. The internet can be dark. And watching people constantly try to tear one another down, it is so refreshing to turn someone on and see real joy. Thank you. Really quick. His name is, if you type in James with the peanut emoji, here I'll, oh, well, shit, I can't click on his, is he live right now? He is. He's actually my #1 bubble because he's the one I interact with the most. He looks like that. He's James with the peanut emoji. He's got the pink around him, making that really silly face. Of course he's live. Exactly. I don't even know why I asked. Because James is always live. Because James loves this more than anybody. That is why I'm so angry. God, it makes pisses. It literally makes me fucking emotional. No, I'm not going to bother him. Not that he would even consider it being bothered, but it just, I don't know him I don't know him. It just bothers me so much because why did they have to pick him? It's like Jeffree saw an opportunity and just fucking ran with it, man. How gross do you have to be? What a joke. Hi, T-Talk. Thank you for your heart, me. I gotta pee.
Roll up.
Pretty girl, what are you doing? Sorry. Tiffany, we were talking about the people who are named in the title of this live stream. Thank you for your heart meme. Thank you for your hand heart. Hi, Madison Bunny. How are you, beautiful girl? I hope you're doing well. I'm happy to see you back. Well, okay is, you know, Godspeed. You know what, Katie? I think James probably thought that exact same thing. I think James, I think that what James thought he was doing was out of love and out of jest and out of support. And I believe that James thought that he was doing something that his friend would appreciate and would see, like, oh my God, like, he really put some time, energy, and effort, money. He spent all day with his fucking chat doing this. And it wasn't like a one-off. He, like, oh my God, it irritates me to no end, dude. 7 fucking hours. And what pisses me off too is their initial reaction. They thought it was funny. Yeah. If you watch the video that I posted before I got on, yeah, they thought it was funny. Let's see. Why did it add that stupid background music? About the drawing. Why is this?
There's two shrunken head tattoos of me and you. She's right. Oh my God. Oh, bless. Thank you. Made of clay. And my name's Barbs. And I'm also made of clay. And together.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
I told y'all it was 4. Did you forget? I'll remind you. Made of clay.
sorry.
And my name's Barbs. And also we are
Oh.
And together we are twins. Hi, twin. Barb. Somewhere in New York City right now, there's two shrunken heads tattoos of me and you.
God, you really look like you're fucking offended. You look like you are just irate about it. Yeah, that's the vibe that you give off. That's the energy that you're giving. You couldn't even contain yourself to stay in your seat. You got up and walked off camera in laughter and came back in laughter. Absolutely, Renee. That's what we've been talking about. You saw an opportunity to try and deflect a lot of this negative attention that you're receiving because of some nasty comments that you made about ICE detention centers. Stacks, I've been waiting for somebody to explain it to me this entire time. According to them, it's blackface. But again, like I told those morons, go read a fucking book. Google's free, my love. Nowhere even close to blackface. Like, that's what I was trying to say earlier. In hypotheticals, and I hate speaking in hypotheticals because we could sit here, when was what video? If you go watch the last video that I uploaded, I uploaded it just before I got on live. Let's just say that there was racism, right? Let's just say James meant it with race to be racist. It still wasn't blackface. Clearly, you don't know what blackface is. You're just listening to what somebody told you, which is exactly how you got yourself into this situation, Barbs, is you're listening to what Jeffree told you, and he's whispering in your ear to get you all riled up, and you're listening to your chat to get you all riled up about something that you were not offended by in the slightest. Oh, shit. Shit. So fuck you and your yaks. In case that they aren't going to go do the research themselves, because God knows they won't. And for those who don't know what blackface is, it's like a form of, it was a form of racism used by white people, specifically like centered around like theater, and they would use it to darken their skin to portray different performers that gave like what's the word? Like a caricature of what they believed black people to be. This in no way, shape, or form is that. And not even remotely close. So if we're going to cry anything, let's at least get it right before we decide to cry. Yeah. It's dated back to like, I don't know, I think the early 19th century. Something like that, maybe late 18th, maybe, I don't know. Late 18th, earlier 19th century, I think. I took quite a few African and African-American studies in college to get to the place that I'm at, by the way. That's something that I also need people to understand. Because people can think, oh, this is, white savior. You have this white savior complex. No. It took me educating myself, surrounding myself with different racial backgrounds, different ethnic backgrounds, by putting myself into spaces that I typically would have never gone into, to learn what racism truly is, where it stems from, why it still exists, why it is on full display every single day that I get on this fucking app, every day that I turn on the news, every day that I walk outside. My issue is this. And anybody who's watched me for any period of time can tell you this. I am all for calling out racism. That's his goal, Stacks. That's his goal. That's Jeffree's goal. What do you mean? His plan is working perfectly. You know, because he needs everybody to, he needs people to hate everyone else more than they hate him. No, he's not far from racist. Jeffree Star is the epitome of racism. But I'd be willing to have a conversation with you about it if you'd like to have a conversation. The requirements for that are that you come with fact and logic, that you come with clear examples. You can come with emotion because this is an emotional thing, but you must come with fact and logic and clear examples of your point. If you'd like to do that, by all means, let me know. Thank you for that information. Though, for real, I appreciate that. I would love to learn art history. Yeah, I'm always here. Barbs are on one for real, it's so wrong. Like, sorry, y'all. Get caught up. They're mad because they lost a series. That's what it boils down to. And Jeffree found an opportunity to try and... I'm assuming, ma'am, I think it was a ma'am before and I don't mean to be degrading when I say ma'am. Kay Lou, I'm assuming you didn't want to have that conversation. I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to jump on you. We have to, Tarina. We have to have these conversations. Oh, you didn't have to block them, Stacey. They didn't say anything offensive, I don't think. Oh well, they're blocked. My mods, if you're new here, my mods do not play about this shit. They will block you if they even think about, they even think that you're trying to you know, derail the live. Hey, bestie. How are you, Pookie? Of course they got blown out. It's James and Bubba. Thank you for your heart me's. Guys, if you're new here, if you'll just drop your daily heart me's, I would greatly appreciate you. Oh, she must have not seen Jeffree with a Confederate flag and wanting to get a swastika statue. They must have not heard him screaming the N-word. They must have not heard what he said last week, making jokes about deportation centers when kids are being ripped away from their families while walking home from school, while mothers and fathers aren't returning home from work, or the grocery store, or the library, or church, or the pharmacy. They're just going after James, really, I think. Maybe that's what they forgot. Maybe they forgot that he just did that last week. Maybe they're forgetting that innocent people, documented and undocumented, are being unalived for simply existing, for having the fucking nerve to exist in a country that spews white nationalism. And that is what Jeffree Star, at his core, believes in and stands for, and that is what he voted for, and that is what he has stood 10 toes down for in his support of Donald Trump. Let me be abundantly clear. There's nothing to mix up. There is no debate. That is fact. That is literally who he fundamentally is as a person. Uh-oh, what's this? Superior Jurisdiction and Enforcement Act. Plastic cases. What is it? What is this? What is what's this? Not to mention, this is who Jeffree Star has been since he joined social media. Really, if we want to, for argument's sake, this is who Jeffree Star has been since Jeffree Star was Jeffree Star. Again, you don't have to like what I'm saying. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. It is what it is. This is not just my opinion. I am giving you my opinion, but I am giving you that based on the facts and what is happened. And of all the creators on this app, James Neese is the last one that deserves this level of unsolicited hatred and vitriol. Period. So, again, you don't have to fucking like it. You can eat my fucking ass. That is how I feel about it. It's just one page. T-Page posted it right now. They all posted it anyway. Let me look up. Okay. I will. Team who appreciates. Thank you, Willow. I appreciate that. I do what I can. We've got to start. Why did that pop up? We've got to start having these conversations more. I don't understand why people are shying away. Oh, what is this? Caitlin. Hey, is Kicking It with Katie in here? I'm going to send you a court document from Bree and John. Can you look at it and tell me what it is? I don't have time to look at it right in a second. Where are we at on this live? Oh, it's time to reset. Okay, I just texted you a court doc. I gotta reset soon because that way I can download this and upload it. Good for Dawson. Good. I want to see if I can find that clip. More creators need to, and not just about James. I'm talking about racism in general. Racism runs rampant. I think so too, Ash. I just couldn't read the whole thing right this second. In social media. Yeah. And we've got to start calling it out. But we cannot point the finger at innocent people and then wonder why nobody listens when real racism actually happens. God, of all people, James Neese is crazy. Being racist, period. Whether it was 2026, whether it was 2016, 2006, 1996. Yeah, let me be abundantly clear. Racism in general, at any given time, oh, you know what? I have a legal person that I can also send that to. Fuck. Yeah, this one. Zow. Can you help me move. Minimize, move. Can you help me understand this document and what it is or means? I am It looks like it's just stating where W resides, like the judge was talking about. I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it may be a portion of something. Let's look. I don't want to do this right now, though, because then that'll start a whole nother conversation. If I'm going to do it, I would need to reset. What time is it? Oh my god, it's already 4:30. Did that situation with my husband ever get? Starting what state? Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's about to be part of a move away order. No, you're good, Ash. I appreciate you sending it to me. I just don't want to start a whole new topic because we're an hour and 45 minutes in. I think what I'm going to do is I'll take a breather for the next like 15 minutes, and at 2 hours exactly, I'm going to take a break because I need to get some things. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, just for like the next 15 minutes, everybody just kind of like decompress. And then, so I actually went out of my normal schedule for Friday, or the schedule I had. It's not, I say normal. Tonight is supposed to do battles at 7 p.m. I don't really have anybody to battle. I do need to make money, but, and then at 9, supposed to have Feral Fridays. Sorry, I'm looking at my whiteboard at the schedule. I'm also looking at these spots. Oh yeah, that would be a good idea at some point. I don't know about today, but yeah, I should do that. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. He was trying to get series the other day. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. I'm sorry. I just got this situation with Josh sorted out. So, but yeah, if you haven't already hit the follow button, please do. And if you can drop your daily heart me, I would greatly appreciate you. I appreciate everybody wanting to talk about this and it being a topic that's important to people. Like I said, I am wholeheartedly 10 million toes down in support of James, and I thank you, Monica. And I'm not going to stop talking about this. And I think more creators should talk about this. I think that what Jeffree and Barbs are trying to do to him is just weird. It is wild. It is vile. It is disgusting. And comparing one moment to over a decades-long run of complete and utter racism from Jeffree Star is diabolical. To point the finger at someone and yell racist when you are, by every definition, the classification of a racist, you should be ashamed. There is real racism that happens every single day, all day in this world. Waking up as a black and brown person in this world means that you are going to encounter racism and racist. I guess the two go hand in hand, right? Well, not true, because sometimes, well, no, true. Thank you for the level up, Sparks. My point is that James is far from that, and to try to paint him out to be anything other than that is disgusting. He is someone that brings love, kindness, support in a world that is extremely dark and on a platform that can be just as dark. So I look up to him as a content creator and streamer. James is one of the reasons that I do the like interactions and stuff at the beginning of my lives. It's one of the reasons that I don't just jump straight into things as soon as I go live. It is because of him. It is because of watching him and how he interacts with his community that he's built brick by fucking brick. James isn't a celebrity. James doesn't sell a product. James is just James. Imagine, and this is why Jeffree Star hates people like James Neese. Imagine getting up every single day and being 1000% authentically and genuinely yourself. And I want you to think about this as an individual, and myself included. He doesn't wear a mask. He doesn't have to put on a show. He doesn't have to do anything but wake up and chooses to be exactly who he is and show people his heart every single day. And you can think I'm being dramatic. I don't give two fucks. That takes guts. It is one of the hardest things to do, to sit up here in front of thousands of people. And I know I don't have thousands of people in my room. Sometimes I do. But on a regular basis, I have a couple of hundred at a time. It is difficult sometimes to not want to put on a mask or, put on a show for people. And maybe that's one of the reasons that I'm not one of the most liked people on this app. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to alter my vocabulary. I'm not going to back down on how I feel about a situation or where I stand on a situation. So that what? Jeffree Star can give me a gold star and a pat on the back? Fuck you. Fuck you and your yaks. You piece of shit. And that's how I feel about it. And we stand James Neese over here. 9 minutes, and then I'm going to pop off, take a little break before I get back on this evening. I did post a video before I got on earlier. If you haven't already, if you'll engage with that video, share, repost, save, comment, like, all of those things are super helpful to pushing those videos out. It is a lengthier video than normal, but I would greatly appreciate that. Putting it on your story, all of those things are super helpful, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you miss my live streams, we have started downloading them and uploading them to my YouTube channel, which is linked in the Linktree link in my bio. You can also follow me on all other social media platforms, YouTube, IG, Fave, Snapchat, Twitch. I'm about to start streaming over there. If you by chance want some sort of merch with Shelby Says So stuff on it, or my face, my mugshot is on some of it, because I've been arrested before, 3 times actually, all for petty theft, and it was to feed my addiction at once upon a time. I am I lived about 14 adult years in active addiction. I am currently in recovery. I am also currently in an intensive outpatient rehab program because I relapsed about a month ago-ish. I've relapsed several times in my journey in recovery. But yeah, if you want to, I don't know why I just said all that. Point is, there's merch with some in there, and then what else? If you want a cameo of me dragging the fuck out of your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, your boss, your coworker, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, whoever, you can also book a cameo. Hey, Adriana. And for those who are extremely amazing and you don't want to gift on TikTok because they take 60% of everything that I earn, you can gift. You can donate through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. If you're new here, you do not have to do any of those things, and I will still engage with you in my chat. You don't have to give money. You don't have to send gifts. All I ask is that you engage with my content and with the live stream. That is it. If there's any confusion ever about where I stand on something, simply ask me. I'll let you know. I do not mind... I don't mind voicing my opinion on issues. I very rarely hold my tongue on things. And that's just where I stand. For those who are new here, I do cover a lot of stuff with Ashley Trevino, Brie Olson, that kind of thing. I am segueing away from that. Not completely away, because no matter what, I will always have 2K's back in every situation. I think he is an amazing father. He's a very talented young man, and he has shown extreme growth, and I love him dearly. I think he is amazing. That doesn't mean that you have to like him or support him. I'm simply letting you know who I like and support. And one of the reasons that I do support him is because I support good parents. I support parents who try. I support parents who try to protect their children and provide a good life for their children. I focus on the influencer world because it is something that has interested me since influencers became a thing. I think it is wild that, you know, Craig down the street can just be bagging groceries at, you know, the HEB, and then the next day, because of one video he posted, can be launched into internet stardom. I think it is wild that, you know, a normal individual, by all stretches of the imagination, can, I'm not raising money, no. I don't raise money for things. It's just an option that people have that they can help if they want to be supportive. I know I have a lot of people actually who would rather send a donation than gift because of how much TikTok takes. And so I just have that option in my link tree, but no. Yeah, no, you're good, Heather. Thank you for the question. It's just an option that I give people. But you don't have to do any of those things. Simply show up and engage. That's all I ask. I ask that you engage with my content and engage with the live stream, whether that be tapping the screen, sending a daily heart me, hitting repost and share, and engaging in the conversation in the chat. I have people that have been with me since I started on social media a little over a year ago. On my very first account that I lost last February, I lost my biggest account. Well, it was my second biggest account, but I lost that account 2 months into this. You know, I've lost accounts with 30, 40, 50, 1,000 followers. I just lost another one a couple weeks ago, 30-something thousand followers. And I will rebuild every single time because I don't give two fucks whether or not people like what I have to say. I do my very best to bring light to issues that I think need light shed on them, and to call out people who are misusing the platform that they have been so graciously given. Again, if that is not something you enjoy, you can always keep scrolling. You're not going to like everything that I say or everything that I do. Hold me accountable. We are all adults here. There's a way to do it and a way not to do it. But if you think that you're going to come into my chat and tell me about myself, well, my mods will most certainly tell you something else. And let's see, 2 minutes left. Just so there's no confusion, if you're also new here, I am anti anything to do with MAGA or Trump. I don't support it in any stretch of the imagination. There is not a world in which I could possibly imagine ever supporting anything of the sort. I am a gay 35-year-old man who married a half Mexican, half Panamanian, first generation American, who comes from a family of immigrants, of a family of hardworking, intelligent, beautiful people that I will every single day of my life support and back. And that goes for each and every one of you out there, whether you're documented, undocumented, whatever they want to call you. It's all a bunch of bullshit to me. None of this land belongs to any of us. We literally fucking stole it in order to build a better life for white people. And so to that, I say fuck everything. And it's just as much yours as it is mine. So I am tired of watching families be ripped apart. I am tired of watching innocent people be unalived. I'm tired of watching children be stripped from their parents. I'm tired of watching hardworking men and women be stripped out of their jobs. Sorry, I got a phone call. You will also need to transfer. I have, yeah, just use that for now. You can figure the rest out when you get okay, I'm gonna pop off and take a break and work on some content and get ready for the live tonight. So my goal is, let's see, it is about to be 5 o'clock. My goal is to be on around 7:30, between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't believe we can't be friends over a different in opinion. Yeah, I feel that way too, Heather, about like, pizza toppings, or whether or not you like, I don't know, oysters or something, where I draw a hard line and refuse to negotiate with people is when it comes to, stripping women of their healthcare and their reproductive rights, when it comes to taking away my right to marry who I want to, when it comes to enslaving Black and brown people simply for the color of their skin, when it comes to any sort of racism or prejudice or anything that targets minority groups, when it comes to acting as if trans people don't exist or never have existed. That's where I draw hard lines in the sand, and those are non-negotiables. Who says you can't marry who you want to? Well, if it was up to this administration, which they are actively trying to do, then I would say this administration. But for the longest time in this country, the country said I couldn't. It wasn't until 2015 that I gained that right, and so I exercised that right in 2016, and I have been happily married for the last 9 years and 1 month. Yeah. Hope that answered your question. Live, laugh, love. Oh, you don't have to talk politics with me. I love you, Madison Bunny. Thank you for the hand heart. I'm simply letting you know that I do talk politics. For those who don't know, really quickly before I get off, Politics, oh, I love you, sweetheart. Politics is my background. I was a political science major. I had a whole career in politics. I worked for political consulting firms where we ran different campaigns, where we would get people elected, and then we would run their entire offices, from chief of staff to clerks to legislation to anything that you can think of in terms of either running for office or being in office. I did that my entire adult life, even in and out of rehabs and addiction. And I've worked from the very bottom, and I've had jobs at the very top. I've run campaigns. I've been a campaign manager for several different people. The last person I was a campaign manager for was John Whitmire, who is the mayor of Houston. Oh, I am, Heather. I am. Stay tuned. And not only that, I don't think human lives are political. So I don't think that me speaking up against an administration that is quite literally using an entire race and really just skin color in general to target people and to break up families and to unalive folks. I don't think that that is a political thing. I think that is that's a human rights thing. That's a life thing. And I'm going to talk about it every opportunity that I get. And I'm going to make it known that it is wrong, that I stand against it, and that we should be actively fighting in every way that we possibly can. And if you are a black or brown person in this country and you ever need a safe haven, maybe one day, and you ever need a safe haven, reach out. I will be that safe haven. My door will always be open to you, and I will always do everything I possibly can to protect you and your family. And I love you. Yeah, and I love you. That being said, I'm going to take a break. It is almost 5 o'clock where I'm at. So, like I said, in about between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Central. So what is that? 5 and 5:30 Pacific, 8 and 8:30 Eastern time. I will be back. No, you're good, Heather. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I have an entire Discord. Thank you, Rebecca, where we are constantly coming up with new concepts and ideas for me and my moderators. And we're trying to navigate that. So yeah, I'll be back on around that time. I think that'll be good. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for actually, I'll get off at 50,000 likes. How about that? I just feel like you guys work really hard on those taps and I feel so bad. But to answer, to piggyback, Heather, politics is one of the channels that is in my Discord for me to start covering. Explain the Jeffree crap. I'm sorry. What do you mean? Are you asking me to do that right now? Oh no, see, Heather, I've been live. This is my third live today. This is my second live. If you need it explained, you can go look at the last video I posted. I urge you to do that. Or you can click on the link to my YouTube, which is in my link tree in my bio, and you can watch my live from this morning where I covered all of this. It's about an hour long, and you can see it there, or you can catch another live that I'll do probably later tonight or maybe tomorrow, depending on what topics are. Yeah, because I'm getting off in 200 taps. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little break before I get on this evening. Thank you guys for 50,000 likes. Thank you for everything that y'all do for me always. I love you guys, and I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to record some more content and getting that ready to upload in the meantime. I'll see you guys tonight, 7:30-ish Central Standard